This week has been officially declared by the United Nations as Freedom of the Press Week. We proud citizens of this great country of Canada may not realize it, but we truly enjoy a free press. In contrast, many countries all over the globe are struggling to achieve what we take for granted. A free press that can truly write about corrupt governments, country leaders, and tyrants who exploit their citizens. I'm Christina, and I'd like to invite you to the official opening of the annual exhibition of the Ethnic Press and Media of Canada.
The National Ethnic Press and Media Council of Canada is a non-profit organization established in 1958, formerly known as the Canadian Ethnic Press Federation, whose mission is to promote and integrate economic, social, and culture interests of ethnic communities into the mainstream of Canadian society. For more than 7 decades, the ethnic newspapers have been meeting the challenges of assistance, guidance, and integration of millions of newcomers who have immigrated to Canada from many lands. It performed this role in full awareness of a great responsibility towards a country which has been developed by many cultural and linguistic groups. With the influx of immigrants over the years, both the duties and the influence of the ethnic press in Canada have multiplied. 400 newspapers and magazines today are published all over Canada, serving more than 12 million Canadians from all over the world, including those who have been here for a generation or more, but still retain the habit of reading papers in their own heritage language. In addition to educating those who have come here to make Canada their home about settlement issues and available assistance, the ethnic press also helped them to be introduced to the democratic institutions and the new way of living. Today, Canada is in a period of socio-economic changes in a world that is rapidly becoming more internationally oriented, looking for new markets and searching for new partnerships. In this connection, the ethnic press and the communities they serve can prove to be an important participant in the Canadian economic growth because of their ability to speak all the languages of the world, their global contacts, and their global knowledge. Through the years, the National Ethnic Press and Media Council of Canada creates platforms of discussions with 3 levels of government, as well as private and public sectors, to foster and promote better understanding of the diverse ethnic groups in Canada.
Request Mr. Aris to come and share some of his words with us today. We are dedicating this exhibition for the freedom of the press, and Mr. Aris is going to share a few words. Thank you.
Well, they told me when I have my glasses, I look much younger. The minister is not here yet, so I'm not going to say anything about him. Honorable members of the diplomatic missions in Toronto, distinguished city councillors, representatives of the police service of Toronto and York region, our guests, sisters, brothers, in the ethnic press, friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in tonight's event. It is an honor and a great privilege for me to be welcoming you today to this function as we gather at the official opening of this year's exhibition of the National Ethnic Press of Canada. In a society with diverse population, the ability of communication becomes basic elements for the future and the progress of the total population. Due to the fact that some members of our society on a daily basis are arriving in this country. Some come for better prospects and others come to escape oppression in their own country of origin. In order to overcome the languages barrier they face in Canada, they turn to their own ethnic press to seek assistance. They look at the members of the ethnic media to get much needed information about the culture and life in the new country. In this context, the ethnic press and media becomes the basic cause of information to newcomers. In addition, it helps them adjust in the new society by bringing to them the message of the government and in return communicates their concerns to respective administrations. To this extent, this exhibition is a tribute to our cultures as we are honoring the men and women dedicated themselves in the service of the dignity of the human race. By recognizing the ethnic publications tonight, we thankfully acknowledge the importance, the freedom of expression, freedom of information, and free place to our democracy. These are principles so important not only to the members of the National Ethnic Press and Media Council of Canada, but also to every Canadian. Last year, the Canadian Journalists for Free Expression reported that more than 87 journalists were killed worldwide as they tried to serve their community, and another 68 placed in jail. This is the reason the International Federation of Journalists said, "We salute courageous journalists and media workers across the globe working tirelessly every day to uphold press freedom and significant personal risk. The freedom to speak and the freedom to write are essential recognition for our democracy and good governance," according to Irina Bokova, Director General of UNESCO. This is a reason that I feel honored and a great privilege tonight as I welcome you to the official opening of this 5th annual Ethnic Press Exhibition in recognition of the impact of the members' publications are having in our Canadian society as well as on the multicultural communities. And at this point, I will ask Asa to come back and continue because Minister Haskins is not yet here.
Now I would like to kindly request Honorable Jane Cornelius to come and share her regards with us tonight. Thank you.
Members of the Diplomatic Corps, colleagues in all levels of government, newly elected future aspirants, ladies and gentlemen of the police force. It's a great pleasure to be here tonight. I feel very honored and humbled. I want to thank SARS. I want to thank the board of directors of the Ethnic Press Council for your endorsement of my candidacy in the last election. And I want to congratulate you because today you're speaking freedom of the press. Tom, you and I know that if it wasn't the freedom of the press in our country, we still have dictatorship today. You and I share that in 1973, the tanks rolled into the Polytechnical Institute and killed the students. However, freedom of the press does not exist in many countries. Even today, as we want to bring out the light as to what has happened in certain parts of the world, regimes are forbidding journalists to go and take a look what has happened. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, you are the voice. You are the voice of Canada. Ethnic Press Media
was made possible only because the entire community came together and because all of the ethnic medias that had coverage in Scarborough came out to support the grassroots candidate, and that's why I stand before you as one of the youngest members of Parliament, the very first member of Parliament who was born in Sri Lanka, a Tamil, elected to the House of Commons here in Canada, and I stand proudly as a sister in solidarity with all peoples from the community of Scarborough Rouge River, and I'm very, very humbled and proud to be here with you today. Thank you for all of your hard work, and Without the ethnic media, my campaign would not have been possible. So thank you all once again, and together we will stand. Thank you again. Thank you.
1989, on this very spot, guess what happened? Guess what historic event took place here on this very spot? Toronto's many faces, all of us reflected in one beautiful city. Now I remember Tom got up and made one of the speeches, and we thought at that time that was just one of many which he gave. But the point really was that he already then understood the importance of the ethnic press because he already was president. And while we've come a long way, we should realize one thing, and that is it takes leadership. And that's not easy. I know he gets paid every hour while he's up here. I know you get paid, and I know all of you get paid who are on the executive. But let's just say this. The members who are exhibiting today, all those ethnocultural community newspapers deserve not only a lot of credit, but they deserve our honor because they're here without getting paid. There is no pay there. Tom, can you come up, please? You remember this book? I'm going to give this to you because of your leadership for so many years. Without you, pardon? You want us to go back? Maybe we should go back. Because, you all hear me? Without Tom's leadership, I don't think that the ethnic press today would be in the state of great importance as it is. Agreed? So it's up to you, Tom.
Well, let me say thank you, Tony. Years now, decades, Tony Ruprecht stood by us and we gave good struggles over the years. And I'm so glad that you continue this great book. And I hope that you will be able to continue for another 50 years. So the generation next century will know that we were around.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege and honor to be here this evening with you to see what a fantastic turnout we have here from the members of the ethnicities across this fine city that make up this great country of ours. I want to congratulate the ethnic media here in Toronto and across Canada. I also want to give my congratulations to Thomas Aris and all of the volunteers for organizing such a wonderful event this evening here. So everybody, if we could just give them a big round of applause. And I also want to say, from my perspective as the the councillor that represents Greektown and East York, and I'm the first Greek woman to represent Greektown, and what an absolute privilege it is to do that, and how much huge debt of gratitude that I owe to the ethnic media, in particular the Greek media, both in print and in TV and the radio, and what we accomplished together. So for everybody else that looks at numbers and says that newspapers are on the decline across this country and they're not relevant any longer in the mainstream, I think that they should look to the ethnic media, where we have so many newspapers that are doing pretty fantastic jobs representing the various ethnic groups in this city and across this country. So keep hope alive.
Buen dia. It is such a great pleasure to be here and see the face of Canada as I know it reflected in the chairs in front. And I'm delighted to be here with my PC candidate colleagues, Michael Mostyn, Carol Williams, Liang Chen, Vince Agudino, to bring you warm greetings from our leader of the PC party in Ontario and the leader of Her Majesty's official opposition, Tim Hudak, who writes, "Dear friends, on behalf of the Ontario PC Caucus, it is with great pleasure that I extend greetings to the National Ethnic Press and Media Council of Canada members, their families, and community leaders brought together for the official opening of the annual Ethnic Press exhibition.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ross. I would like to kindly request Sergeant Paul Chen from York Region Police to do his presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, On behalf of Chief Eric Jolliffe and the 2,000 men and women of York Regional Police, I would like to make a presentation to Mr. Thomas Aris, President of National Ethnic Media, and on his hard work, on his leadership and his dedication. I am presenting a plaque, and on the plaque it says, "Do speaks." In York Regional Point name says, "Action speaks louder than words," and the actions of Mrs. Aris is what it's all about.
I would like to thank Phoenix Academy of the Arts, Mr. John Tian, the principal, he's right here, and we'd like to thank him for his support. And we have a Chinese dance for our entertainment tonight. Thank you.
And I'm honored to speak with you here tonight because of the critically important role that each of you play in our democracy. And it's clear from your display here at City Hall that the multilingual media and the NEP's MCC in particular is more vibrant than ever. I'm proud that the Government of Ontario has been able to sponsor this event tonight and this week, and I look forward to continuing our work together in the future. Relationship. Now, as you know, there's an election coming up in October. Ontario is turning the corner. Just recently it's been reported that we've recovered all of the jobs lost in the global economic downturn. And that's very important because it shows that the McGuinty government is delivering on our promise to Ontarians. We can grow our economy, create jobs, and eliminate the deficit while still protecting health care and education. So as the election gets closer, that's going to be a big story. Ontario is turning the corner. So I'm going to keep sending you press releases, and we're going to keep scheduling those interviews because Ontarians from all backgrounds deserve information that will help them make informed decisions. In closing, in Ontario, diversity is our strength. Our people come from more than 200 different countries and speak more than 130 different languages. Our media must reflect that reality. That's why I'm so proud of the people in this room. You give Ontarians a voice, and I'm proud that we're able to support the work that you do. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I would like first of all to thank Mr. Saras for organizing this event. As you can see, it's a very successful event. I do not know exactly how many media are represented, but I believe it's over 100. And we need the ethnic press in Canada. The ethnic press expresses viewpoints and perspectives that the main press, national and otherwise, does not express. And we need all the voices to be heard. I wish them well, and I wish them all the success now and in the future.